Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. In today's video guys, we'll be discussing if you have a BMW guys, such as any pretty much BMW with the N52 or N53 engine. This is the 6-cylinder engine guys, and you're experiencing any of the two codes guys. I'm talking about code P0171 and code P0174. Stay with us guys and we'll explain what can cause these codes and how to fix it. Now it could be multiple reasons, so it's very important you stay until the very end guys, because it could be any of these reasons. Now, quick introduction to the channel. Every single car we get at the shop, we make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos, and specifically on every BMW we get, we probably make 400 to 500 videos because they're a little bit more complicated and more things to show you guys how to fix. Now, another thing guys, why we do all that, why we provide all these free videos, because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video guys, so we can keep providing these free videos. If you need to buy any replacement parts for your BMW, tools, anything like that, check out the link in the description of the video below and you can see where we purchase all our parts and tools from. This specifically guys is a BMW 3 Series. It has the N52 engine, but even if you have the N53 engine, procedure will be the same. It's been used in BMW 1 Series, 3 Series, 5, 6, 7 Series guys, X3, X5, I think even Z4 and maybe even X1 guys. Multiple models will use that 6-cylinder engine. So what guys, okay, can cause any of the following codes? Okay, let me explain now. First, you may have only one of the codes, let's say code P0171 or code P0172 guys. 174, excuse me, 171, 174. 171 guys, okay, imagine this is your 6-cylinder engine. Okay, the computer guys, okay, imaginary divides that engine in two halves. The first half is cylinder number 1, 2 and 3. Second half is cylinder number 4, 5 and 6. Okay, the first half is known as bank 1. Second half is known as bank 2 guys. Bank 1, bank 2. So why guys, why does that? So we can calculate things. We have oxygen sensor on the first 3 cylinders, we have oxygen sensor for the second 3 cylinders, so it can run smoother and it can calculate things a little bit better and make it run better and more efficient and pollute less. So if you guys have code P0171, it relates to the first 3 cylinders of the engine. Code P0174 relates to cylinder number 4, 5 and 6. And you may have just one or both of the codes. And let's start guys with the most common reason to get that code. Now, I'll explain guys some of the reasons that will trigger both codes. Okay, if you guys have a vacuum leak, you may have only one or two of the codes, and this is the most common reason for that code. Vacuum leak. What is a vacuum leak on BMW guys? Or any car pretty much. Vacuum leak guys. This is your air induct here, comes to the air filter box here, and that device on the air filter box is the one that measures, okay, how much air the engine is getting guys. Okay, it calculates, let's say 5-10 grams per second, so according to the amount of air the engine is getting, the car computer will tell the engine, okay, we need the fuel injectors that much fuel, so you need to spray that much fuel. And if the mixture is good, the oxygen sensor, which is mounted on the exhaust, okay, right there, it's going to read, okay, it's going to read the gas coming out of the exhaust and say, okay, the mixture was perfect, because everything burned really good. But if you guys have a lean mixture, which means that you're getting more air, less fuel, you're going to trigger these codes. And if you guys have a leak, air leak somewhere, past that sensor, the engine will not know about that. And what are some of the most common reasons guys? Some of the most common reasons, this is the air intake boot after the mass airflow sensor. It has on this engine specifically 3 clamps, hose clamps. A loose clamp guys will mean that the engine will get some extra air that doesn't know of. And that could happen when people actually did some maintenance on the engine and forgot to get one of the hose clamps tight, or it got loose a little bit. Or another super common reason is a cracked intake boot guys. Okay, check your boot to make sure it's not cracked anywhere, move it, make sure that there is no cracks, because if there is a crack, it's going to suck extra air and you will get both of the codes, because at that point all cylinders will get some extra air. Another thing now, guys, that air is going to go to the intake manifold. Before the intake manifold, you have the throttle body. Okay, right there, mounted to the intake manifold. On the back side of the throttle body towards the intake manifold, you have that gasket. If that gasket is bad, okay, the engine will suck some extra air as well, and you will get both of the codes, guys, as a result of that. Why? Because it will not seal really good, and it will get some extra air even past the throttle body, and that's catastrophic, guys. Okay, engine will just not run as good as it should. Another thing now, vacuum lines, guys. You have one vacuum line here. You need to check everything everywhere to make sure that all the vacuum lines are in good condition, guys. Okay, in good condition. Otherwise, okay, what could happen there, guys? Okay, you may start sucking air again. Okay, if you have a broken line there, you have one PCV line here, you have the PCV system underneath. We'll have a video how to service that. Okay, it will be on the channel, guys, how to service the PCV system and all the vacuum lines on that engine. If it's sucking some air, you may end up getting both of the codes. Another common reason, guys, okay, if the engine has been taken apart or it's a higher mileage, older engine, sometimes the intake manifold gasket, this is the gasket between the intake manifold and the cylinder head, it may develop a leak. Most of the times it will develop a leak on a certain cylinder only, guys, and that will result into just throwing one of the codes. Let's say you have an air leak on cylinder number 2, you will get code P0171. If you have a leak on cylinder number 5, you will get code P0174. So that's very common, guys. Now, lean mixture could be triggered by getting some extra air or not getting enough fuel, guys. That's why the computer thinks it's lean, because there is less fuel and more air. But what else could lead to that? Okay, something else too, guys. It could be plugged up fuel injectors. Let's say you have a fuel injector on cylinder number 3 that does not perform as it should. It's not spraying enough fuel. Cylinder number 3 will not get enough fuel. As a result, guys, you will have more air, less fuel, and the oxygen sensor will read that and say we have a lean mixture on bank 1, code P0171. Let's say that happens to cylinder number 6, okay, fuel injector, you will get code P0174. Now, if you get both of the codes, it could be multiple, even fuel injectors sometimes plugged up. It could be weak fuel pump, it could be plugged up fuel filter, guys, and the car is not getting enough fuel under load. And in some cases, it could be bad oxygen sensors on the exhaust manifold for, okay, bank 1 and 2. This one will be sensor 1 and 2, guys. So that's very, very common as well. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful and lead you in the right directions. These are the most common problems that we found at the shop, guys, and usually throwing these codes. Hopefully, again, it will be helpful. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and see you guys next time.